Hello boxers! Today we are talking about core training. I decided to dedicate a separate video to this because in my opinion a lot of boxers and coaches have some lack of understanding what core training should look like. Since the core muscles are very important in transporting force from the legs, defensive moves and whole body balance, lack of training can affect overall physical performance and even lead to injury. In this video I will give you some theoretical knowledge to understand the topic better and of course list of efficient exercises. Continue watching. Where does this lack of training come from? I guess everyone who is into boxing somehow always heard that boxers should train core, and saw thousands of reels about core routine for boxers with thousands of different twists. If you are training constantly, I am almost sure that very often your boxing session ends with some crunches, twists, planks, sit-ups combined together somehow. So where is the catch? Probably you already guessed. All this stuff isn't efficient enough. Don't get me wrong and don't make some impulsive decisions like since today I am not doing this anymore. These exercises are definitely targeting your core muscles. If you are a beginner or you don't train regularly, this can be more than enough to improve overall fitness and particularly core. But if you are an active competing athlete or already advanced boxing enthusiast, all this stuff with endless crunches won't provide a stable progress in improving core strength. Let's figure out why and also check what we're gonna talk about today. First, as I already mentioned, why bodyweight exercises is not always a good idea. We will talk about main core functions in boxing and basic principles of any progress. Second, how to train core efficiently, list of exercises. In third question, I will talk a little bit about different variations of core training with lack of equipment, because usually we don't have everything in our boxing gyms. Question 1. What functions of core are crucial in boxing fight? First is rotation. You need it to transfer force from your legs to the fists to perform fast counters and defensive moves. Second function, which can be not so obvious, resisting rotation. Imagine you are landing a punch and for the moment you need to stabilize whole body while fist enters the target and is impacted by its resistance. Or you are catching a power hook into the block and stabilizing your upper body to stay straight. Third function, spine stabilization in all ranges of motion, preventing excessive tilting forward, backwards or to the sides during all boxing actions. Fourth function, anti-flexion and anti-extension. You use your core muscles to make sure you don't bend too much or stretch too far while defending or throwing punches. Now I will highlight 3 things we need to train core for boxing effectively. First, we need to stand up. In boxing fight, our core needs to be able to rotate, resist rotation, stabilize spine and blah 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 in vertical body position. Point. Anything where your core is free from influence of gravity is already not specific enough in most cases. Second, we need our core to be able to express strengths in all mentioned range of motions. I will highlight this word one more time, strengths. In overall body physique, strengths plays one of the main roles in all movement tasks. Working on increasing strength of different muscles is crucial for any athletes of any level. For beginners, strength is first of all a strong base to prevent traumas. For more advanced athletes, it is also a key to improve overall performance. Starting from ability to express maximal speed and power, ending with endurance even, where strength again plays big role, as it provides muscles with a certain reserve of performance. Third, to train anything efficiently, we need to use the principle called progressive overload. It means we need to increase intensity or volume of workouts gradually to have better adaptations. Simple example, increasing the weight from week to week in strength training. And now quickly about bodyweight exercises, where and why they have lack of efficiency and what to focus on. First, vertical body position. Here everything is clear, I think. Second, expression of maximal strength. Very simple terms right now. To train maximal strength, we need to work with weights. We need to force our muscles to overcome big resistance. The bigger it is, the better is the result. And quick example. Right now I am standing and holding 48 kilograms in my hands. I feel pretty chill here, while my core is helping me to keep my back straight, not to round up it like that, to keep my shoulders backwards, not to lean or swing to different sides. I can walk here with my upright posture and perform one of the simplest exercises for the core called farmer's carry. And again, I am pretty chill. I can take much more weight, approximately up to 120% of my body weight. While to do some basic sit-up with this weight, already a problem. I don't know, guys, if I... No, I can't. That's it, guys. Training core only with body weight, you are missing one important thing: resistance. I think it would be logical to assume that if you have problems with creating big resistance for core muscles, you also will have problems with progressive overload, third main principle of effective training. As we have highlighted all main topics, let's move on to the exercises. First exercise which I usually use is farmer's carry. Basically, you need to take heavy dumbbells or kettlebells and walk forward, maintaining an upright posture with your chest up and shoulders back, engaging your core muscles to stabilize your spine. Take small controlled steps and avoid excessive swaying or leaning. Start with a weight that challenges you but allows you to maintain proper form. As you progress, gradually increase the weight. The weight should be heavy enough to induce fatigue but not compromise your ability to walk with control. As I already mentioned, it's possible to perform this exercise really heavy, approximately with around 120% of your body weight. So you can keep this in mind while choosing the weight and counting a progression. Of course, depending on your capabilities, we don't want overtraining or traumas. I'm usually managing the distance of walk by taking time. You can start with 30 seconds and increase up to 1 minute. Perform 2-4 sets in a training with 2-3 minutes of rest in between. 1-2 times a week is enough. Next exercise, landmine rotation. Easy to suggest what function it is targeting, rotational, and due to very specific form where we use our hips and waist as a part of the chain, it has very positive transfer of adaptations to boxing. You can perform 8-10 reps, choose the weight to be able to maintain a good form, and to have from 1 to 3 reps in reserve. 2-4 sets, 1-2 times a week. Next exercise, Paloff press. If you have a cable machine in the gym, lucky you. Quick comments for safe and right performance. Feet on shoulder width, knees slightly bent. In starting position, our hands are near the center of the chest. Posture is upright, so your core is engaged to resist any rotational forces. 8-10 reps, controlled weight which allows you to have a perfect form and have from 1 to 3 reps in reserve. 2-3 sets, 2-3 minutes rest, 1-2 times a week. Okay, we are done here. Need to say that of course there are more of exercises you can do as advanced boxer for the core strength. But these ones are, in my opinion, the base to build from, especially if your core routine previously consisted mainly of bodyweight exercises. Now we will be moving to third topic of the video, where I will give you some modifications of these exercises and popular bodyweight routine. This is, I think, is very important topic, because I can imagine what percentage of boxing gyms are fully equipped with weights, cable machines, etc. But even if you don't have some heavy kettlebells for farmer's carry or some stable setup for landmine rotations, you still can target main core functions and create good resistance. Also need to say that even in fully equipped gym you will still need some different variations of classic bodyweight exercises. For example, the easiest way to target core flexion is still some sit-ups or leg raises, but to maintain stable progress and just have more fun, you need to create some resistance. So let's move on and see a few more interesting exercises. Let's start with sit-ups, or it's better to say something different from sit-ups. What about spine holds, guys? Look at this. Even the small weight will be challenging and you can easily increase it gradually. Some other variation, leg lowers. Also cool exercise, can be done with minimum equipment. If you have medicine ball, cool. Sit-up with throwing it into the wall from extended hands will be effective for core strength. If you are able to lock the legs somehow, you can produce even more power. Let's go to rotation. Okay, Paloff press. I am in boxing for 10 years and I have been in 2 gyms where it was a cable machine. But bands you can find almost anywhere or just buy. So, banded Paloff press. That is how it looks like. Also super cool rotational exercise is kettlebell drags. You can take really challenging weight here and your obliques will suffer, I promise. Now let's say you don't have enough weights for farmer's carry. Even in my gym, the biggest kettlebell is 32 kilograms and it's only one. So when I'm doing this exercise, I need to take one kettlebell in one hand and 2 kettlebells in other hand, like this. And still it is too light, I can easily take like 20 kilograms more, so I'm increasing time of work instead. But also to target this lateral stabilization, I can use side bends. You need only one kettlebell and already not so heavy, cause stabilizing the spine without weight in other hand is much more challenging. Okay guys, that's all. If you like the video, follow my channel, press like, share the video with friends for whom it can be useful, or just write the words of support for me in the comments, cause these strength and conditioning videos are really challenging. But there will be more, and if you have some specific questions, write them in the comments. That will help me with the topics of next videos. In next video I wanna talk about super big thing. Running for boxing. Again, a lot of information to structure, but I'm sure that after you will have the answers for all popular questions, like do I have to run 10 miles a day as a boxer? If you are interested, just write something for me like let's go, keep going, make this running video as soon as possible. This will motivate me to make the new video sooner. That's all, have a nice day, keep boxing, ciao.